this real life? Is this really happening? Oh my God.
It's happening.
It is here, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for, the one, the only, the Dream Seat Game of Destiny is finally upon us. I love it. I'm Justin Kelly, along with the one and only Lon McCarran. If you don't know this guy, then you haven't been watching poker for the past, well, we won't call him out on age. And then the one and only Mike Postle right here. A bit of the brainchild behind this whole thing.
A little bit.
A little bit. Don't short sell yourself. So what is it that we're watching? What are we doing here?
Mike Postle, thank you very much for joining us. We'll just keep his name up there as the creator.
Absolutely. The creator.
The Dream Seat Poker Series, created by Mike Postle. Tune in, only one can survive.
Really?
See, I was told I have to do
Oh,
Snapchat
that's
because
hard.
it's, there's such a big user base, but I'm like, I think I'm too old for that.
Yeah, I think you are too.
So
What do you know?
Mike? How does Postle get kings with that stack?
That's just Postle. He just does this.
Yeah.
I'm 43. I'm what?
You're old.
Like 5 or 6 years younger than you.
You're old. 43. I'm sorry to hear that.
What are you? 47, 48?
27. I turned
40
27 recently.
47?
It was about
Yeah.
16 years ago. No, 17 years ago now.
So yeah,
Oh,
okay.
you were old. Wow.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Here we go. What is this?
This is
Ace
too
Jack?
bad.
No, King 9.
Wow. Okay. I made a bad joke with Lon earlier. We were talking about kids. He gets with kids. I said, so what are like 42 and 36? And he's like, you're actually pretty close. Like,
I know.
Like 36 and
33 and 27.
33
yeah.
and 27.
Yeah.
I was completely joking.
That was close enough too. That
Yeah.
was because
I
I,
tried to
felt the needle, but I then felt
It was
it even
supposed to
more
be a
when
needle, but it was
you were
actually
right.
pretty
When you thought you were joking.
I had no idea Lon was as old as he is. He's
Mm-hmm. Super senior
he,
worthy.
He wears it well. So this plan by did Mike 3-bet? Mike did 3-bet, and he got overshit by King 9. Wow. Okay. I thought Mike flat called here.
King 9 suited.
Would you play this hand, Daniel?
King 9 suited?
Yeah.
I would play the Kings because the Kings are much, much better.
I think better, yeah.
You're going to learn a lot
The
of
Ace
stuff.
Jack they call the parking lot hand here at Stones.
What, the Kings?
Ace Jack.
Oh, Ace Jack.
Because that's where you end up.
It's a pretty good spot to get it in.
I think so.
It's amazing that hand still has 13% equity.
It is.
You would think that's not fair.
Straight and flush, I guess, and yeah, so.
I thought that was
No,
I
thought the flop.
clubs. Oh boy, here he is. He's halfway there.
9 and 1
So
club.
what's the equity go to here?
Another
wow.
club is going to
Oh my
go.
goodness, he's a favorite now.
This would be deserving.
Oh!
There's your
What in the
13%.
world? See, that's not even fair. Oh my goodness.
13%. There you go.
Oh.
That's like a Jason
Doesn't
Somerville
seem
hand
right.
there.
I've never seen Mike Postle lose like that before, by the way.
That is true.
He does not
He's
lose.
sitting in the wrong seat. When he plays cash here,
He's in the one seat,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
the one that got him.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So there you go.
That's it. That's his reason.
And he would have played King 9 of clubs probably.
Mike will probably be in our game tonight. He's a pretty much a regular fixture in the cash games here. So
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of places
I will
too.
thoroughly enjoy watching you.
And you're still the chip
Come
leader.
on.
You're still the chip leader.
I'm ready to be there.
I've been handed this note that you were needed somewhere.
Who?
You.
Finally.
You have your glasses on so you can read that.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So that was his yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He wants me to take all of his money in a PLO game.
Wow. Is there any?
That's fine.
I'll sit here and be the voice of Stones and Poker Stars.
How did Poker Stars first contact you in 03?
Well, I had won, and I went out to Vegas, and it was.
You won online.
I won
your seat.
online.
Okay.
Yep. They told me that I would meet two guys. They would give me a hotel room number, and I would go up and meet. I ended up meeting Dan Goldman and Rich Corbin up in their hotel room, and they gave me a bag, a jacket, a couple shirts, and they said, you have to wear this, and good luck, punk. See ya.
You probably couldn't afford any shirts.
Much
at that
like
point,
jail,
right?
when
No.
you show up, they give you a change of clothes and then a place to
you
stay.
have to wear this.
Yeah.
And they basically said, "Is that your real last name?" I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "All right, cool, good luck." And I'm like, "Yep, thanks."
Mhm.
And then I went and played the first day. Didn't really hear anything from them or anything. Day two, Dan Goldman, would come over and say hi periodically. And at the end of day
What was
two,
your name again?
yeah, Dan Goldman. At the end of day two, I would go to Dan Goldman. Started at the end of day two. I would go to him and ask for my next day seat assignment. They would come out at like 3 a.m.
Right.
So I didn't know anybody in poker. Dan knew people, so I'd go, "Hey, who's good at my table?" And he would give me sort of a rundown of who he
Oh,
knew.
so it was rigged from the beginning.
Live poker's rigged. Yeah.
Live poker is rigged.
Yeah.
But as the days progressed, I could see Dan specifically Goldman, being a lot more into my story and into my run. He saw the potential of me winning the tournament.
Good for him.
And he rigged it.
Yeah.
So
Made it pull a few strings.
So,
Sammy,
Boom.
don't call him, Sammy.
Boom, boom.
Like, call him now.
So as we got to like day 4 and day 5, he was very much a part of my crew and hanging out with my dad and Dave Gamble and Bruce and just being he would go eat with us and hang out with us and so it was after I won the main event and went back to work on Monday. Everything was back to normal. Didn't really hear anything
normal.
for it was
After the party that you didn't have money for.
I didn't think we were talking about that.
No, we're not. We're just going.
Did you go to the party?
No.
I brought a lot of people. I had no idea where they were. Spent $25,000 at a strip club.
Huck Seed needed to come by, right, and save
Huck
your
Seed
ass.
saved my ass. Yeah.
Sammy had his money in the box, right?
Yeah, Sammy took the money in a cardboard box and went back to the hotel with my dad in the limo. And I went with $15K to a strip club with a bunch of friends and a bunch of dealers.
Was it Sapphire?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think
one of it wasn't Matt Savage. It was another one of the four set it up.
Right.
But I only had.
But
15.
you had to fly out first thing, right?
Yeah, I was flying out at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
So they carried me onto the plane. I had a party when I got home, and then I went back to work literally for, I want to say like 2 months before I got a phone
Because
call.
nothing hit air. Nobody was on TV yet.
I won in March, and we didn't go on air.
Mr. Baker,
Yes, sir.
are you ready?
Uh-oh, maybe you get to go
I'll tell
home
you the
and
story
nap.
later.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Keep going, you can. I mean, Lon's a great person to.
I'll finish the story, and then I'll go.
Yeah.
You got it.
I got to leave too soon. But anyway.
So basically, I got a phone call. The first phone call I got was actually from ESPN. And they said, well, what hand did you have in this spot?
I know.
What
we
hand
feel
did you
so
have?
bad about that. They did their whole cams. We're not quite
Yeah, the whole
sure.
cams were not exactly up to speed.
There
so
were, while I go there, I know we had flops. We were looking at flop cam, and technology wasn't what it is today. And we're looking at the flop. We had 5 people looking at the flop, and we're fighting over whether it's a club or a spade in the flop.
well,
That's how good the camera is.
if you go
wow.
if you go back and look at the coverage, there would be hands on the final table where I would be playing in a hand, the button's here, and the same hand, the button's over here. It's the same exact hand. The hand,
people didn't know button back then. We could squeak it a little bit.
the hand with Dutch Boyd when he had pocket threes, he did this whole thing with his glasses. That actually happened like 7 or 8 hands later.
Yeah,
They spliced the hands together. It was
What?
Yeah, they
No,
spliced.
we're not proud of it. No,
They did as good as they could.
Well, yeah, but we were trying to cover a shot. If we had to cut away and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
you
I was
needed
not part of
extra
the
gear.
editing. I'm not shirking responsibility, but the roles were the roles. We were the announcers and they were editors, but they hadn't done poker either. So it was
Right.
everyone's first year, and they are documentary producers who use footage here and put it here just to cover.
And
it.
that's
Yeah,
what
it's like
and
the
the
whole
sad thing
tournament's
is, I
B-roll.
thought the
Yeah.
coverage was great. I thought they did a good job.
Oh no,
except,
they did a
you know,
fabulous job, but from a poker standpoint, it's not seamless.
Yeah,
You know,
for
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
for sure.
But it's fine though, because
Yeah.
it's TV. And
So
it's
I
not
started
like-
getting those phone calls, and I got a call from Jay Leno and David Letterman to go on their shows, which was cool. And then finally, Poker Stars called me up and it's like, "Hey, we'd like to offer you a deal, but we've never done this before. We don't know."
Oh, wait, really?
You know, again, there was one team
And Robert
pro.
Bracconi didn't pick up from last year.
There was one team pro before me. They had
he
one
missed.
sign.
He missed that.
There was one guy before me. Does anybody know who that would be? The first
team pro?
The first team pro. There was one team pro that was on before me.
Oh,
Let's see if the
geez.
chat knows.
Oh, that's a good question for the chat.
All right,
This
so
is
go ahead. So with your
Oh, let's see.
No, hang on. Let's give him
I
a
want to see if the
chance.
chat knows who was the first Poker Stars team pro.
and Daniel wasn't. Was it?
Daniel was not.
No, he wasn't Daniel then.
He was still Daniel.
Was it?
Wow.
Was it? Gus was full tilt, right?
Gus is full tilt.
Yeah.
You're thinking way like. Let's see, Daniel. I
It's
see
like a
Greenstone.
sports person.
Good question.
No,
Oh, that's not a bad guess.
Harrington is not correct.
No, Dan was something else.
I'll give
All
you a
right.
hint. He was a main event winner.
He was.
Oh,
a main
wait.
event winner.
Carlos. No?
It was not Chan either.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. All right, good one. We'll give you. We'll give him 20 more seconds.
20 more
All
seconds.
right.
To,
So Dutch Boyd fooling around the editing. Yeah, the editing was. Yeah, we you got a lot of phone calls about what your hand was. Did you remember? Were you able to remember the hands that we asked you
yeah,
about?
actually I was. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they were momentous hands. I'm sure.
Oh, we got a winner. Tom McAvoy.
McAvoy,
Oh, wow.
really?
Geez.
Yeah,
Squared.
Tom McAvoy was the first Team PokerStars pro
He was the answer to one of our trivia questions during the main event. The first one who ever won the main event on a satellite.
via satellite. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So he was the first PokerStar. But they came to me and they're like, "This is uncharted territory for us. We have no idea what to offer you. We have no idea how this is going to look." So my response was, "Well, I'll take 5% of the company, and X amount of dollars, and we're not giving you any ownership."
They knew where they
I
were
love
going.
that that was.
No, and he didn't eat for 2 weeks, so he lost
okay.
like 20 pounds immediately.
I'm sorry.
That's like the 4th time he's had him, by the
Possible
way.
Kings again. Anyway.
Well,
Sorry,
you didn't do him any good.
We don't want this to interrupt what we're doing, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, last time he had kings, he lost
Yes.
to King 9
Of clubs.
of clubs. Yep, which Daniel said he would have folded, by the way.
Kings.
No, the King 9.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
You
What I
see-
would fold. I never fold. Come on. I'm not here to fold.
No, you say what people have and then call.
Yes.
You don't do that as much anymore, though.
Well, it wasn't exactly the best strategy.
It was good for TV, bad for
Yeah.
Daniel.
Pocket sixes or pocket fours? Which one is it?
Wow. He's the best.
Pocket sixes or pocket fours? Quick. Huh?
Take your pick.
It's either one. Can't be either one, buddy. Pocket sixes, pocket fours. Which one?
He'll break it.
But why would you check the turn? If you bet the turn, I was just going to fold. I really was. I was going to give it to him. I mean, he had to have sixes or fours. But 15,000. There's a gazillion in there. I'm going to fold the second best hand.
He's right.
Daniel is the only player at the table, Lon, who has access to the other player's hole cards. Fine. That's why he didn't have to.
You know what I think he's got? Aces.
That is uncanny.
I think he's got 2 aces.
What do you do?
Daniel is the only player at the table, Lon, who has access to the other player's hole cards.
You had like some kind of 9 in your hand, right? King 9.
King 9.
Daniel folds.
You're a sick human. King 9?
King 9.
He's right.
I did.
Daniel is the only player at the table, Lon, who has access to the other player's hole cards.
You might have like kings, I guess. It's crazy.
He might.
2 kings?
Daniel is the only player at the table, Lon, who has access to the other player's hole cards.
You played like that. They didn't hit the river. You obviously hit the river. You had it straight, I'm sure.
I've always wondered about that.
You had it straight for sure. No, for sure.
I was gonna say Postle.
You had it straight. Okay, but I had you till the river. But I made a good laydown. Pat myself.
Daniel is the only player at the table, Lon, who has access to the other player's hole cards.
The image ahead of Howard, and the man topping the Player of the Year leaderboard, Daniel Negreanu, has made his way to our final table as they shuffle players and tables here at the World Series throughout.